6 things you didn't know you were doing wrong when driving fast. We all love driving fast, but some drivers struggle with the basics. Here are some key tips to keep you rubber side down. The position of your hands. Feeding the wheel, going hand over hand, and driving with only one hand are all bad habits that drivers pick up from regular day-to-day driving. Now, you might wonder what the big deal is, but the problem with taking even one hand off the wheel is that you lose that vital connection with the front tires. The correct technique is to keep your hands at 9 and 3 at all times, even if that means crossing your arms. That way you can feel what the front end is doing and you can add steering input smoothly and progressively. If you do need to let go of the wheel, through a hairpin for example, your hand should always return to the 9 or 3 position. This technique becomes second nature after a few sessions of track driving. Playing loud music. Playing your favorite song while driving fast might be enjoyable, but it has a detrimental effect on your ability to focus. This was demonstrated by research conducted by the Memorial University in Canada, which showed a direct link between volume and reaction time. Incredibly, when music was played at 95 decibels, reaction times increased by 20% across all participants. Not ideal. Additionally, loud music can also mask the noise of your engine, which can make judging speed and shift points far more difficult. So if you're going to attack the canyons this weekend, make sure to turn off your music. Sitting incorrectly. It might sound obvious, but finding the optimum seating position is one of the first things you'll be told by a racing instructor. Thankfully, finding the correct position is fairly straightforward. Start by depressing the clutch or brake to the end of its travel. Your leg should be slightly bent. If your leg is straight, you need to move your seat forward. Once this is sorted, focus on your arms. You should be able to rest your wrists on the top of the steering wheel with your arms still slightly kinked. Use your reclining adjuster to tailor your position. Also lower the seat squab to as low as feels comfortable. This not only lowers the car's center of gravity, it also allows you to feel the road better. And if your seat has it, make sure to adjust the bolsters nice and tight to stop your body from flopping around through corners. If all these things are done properly, you should be able to reach the pedals, gear stick and steering wheel comfortably while nailing the perfect driving position. Not looking ahead. This one also might sound obvious, but it's something that causes a great deal of accidents on road and track. Ultimately, if you're reacting to a corner as you enter it, you're already too late. The most important thing is to consciously raise your line of sight. In other words, you need to look as far ahead as possible. Not only does this slow down the rate of objects coming towards you, it also forces you to anticipate the next bend. Remember the old saying? Look where you want to go. When you approach a corner, you should visualize the line you need to take, using the vanishing point to judge when to get on the throttle, i.e. holding the throttle steady through the corner to keep the car balanced. Don't let the car coast. When driving a performance car or bike quickly, the vehicle should always be accelerating or decelerating. If you're mid-corner and using no throttle or brake, the car will become unbalanced as weight shifts around. Many on-track spins occur because drivers fail to use a trailing throttle, causing the car to become unbalanced and spin around its axis. Instead, you should keep the car under load at all times to ensure that the car remains balanced. Mastering trail braking or left foot braking will make this process much easier. Choosing the wrong time and place. If you're going to drive fast on the road, picking the right time and place is essential. Bikers have embraced this idea for years, but the concept is lost on a number of drivers. For example, a great number of sports bike riders wouldn't dream of blasting around towns, cities or country lanes on a busy afternoon. Instead, they'll get up extra early to avoid slow-moving weekend drivers. It's time then that us four-wheeled enthusiasts embrace the same tactic. What other tips do you have when it comes to fast driving? Let us know below and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up.
So I'm with a good buddy called Bond, and he runs a YouTube channel called Performance Cars. You've kindly said that you're going to put the new tyres onto Phil's original wheels. I'm going to learn how to put new tyres on wheels. You going to teach me?
And then I want you to do one yourself.